All right, it's time to draw our exterior elevation, which again is a view of the exterior of the building as if you're standing outside looking straight on at that side of the building. And we're going to draw the south side of our building. When you want to pick the elevation that best describes your building and maybe is the side that looks the best too. So you'll notice that I have the floor plan on my drawing board taped down first, and then I have my paper to draw the elevation on top of it. And that's because both the floor plan and the elevation are drawn at the same scale, 1/4 inch equals 1 foot. And I'm going to use my triangle to extend the lines from the floor plan onto my elevation sheet to help me locate doors and windows and walls on the elevation. But the first thing that I'm going to do is draw on the elevation and establish what the floor level is. So I'm going to do that with just a simple light line that I'll be able to see just like that. And this is a modern house, so the roofs are flat, and I'm going to establish the height of the roof. And in this case, we have two different roof heights. The first one, the lower one, is going to be 9 feet, which is a little bit taller than usual. So I'm going to put a little mark here at 9 feet. So I'm at 1/4 inch scale, and I'm going to count I'm going to read my scale going up here. Here's 6, 8, and here's 9. Now, the roof rafters, or the structure that supports the roof, is going to be about 1 foot thick. So I'm going to make another line, another mark that shows me the top of the roof. So you can see those are just little dots. And then I'm going to draw a light line to represent the top of my roof and the bottom of my roof. Because this site has some slope to it, you remember we have some stairways on the plot plan. So I'm going to draw the land at the bottom of the stair, again with a light line, so that I can put my stairs in where they need to be. Now, I'm going to work from the floor plan to get my vertical lines showing the walls and the windows and doors, and I also have a chimney at the east end of the house. So notice I'm lining my triangle up, and I'm holding my T-square, and I'm holding my triangle, and I'm going to draw this line lightly that represents the end of the wall and also represents the chimney. And the sliding glass door is going to be 8 feet tall, which is a nice tall sliding glass door. So I'm going to put a mark at 8 feet to represent the top of the sliding glass door. Now I'm going to draw the other side of it with a vertical line. And then I can draw the top of the sliding glass door at 8 feet. Okay, so I'm drawing the rest of the doors and windows and walls. In front of the doors, remember from our site plan, we have some steps that go all the way across. So here are those steps. And when I draw this stair that we see from the sides, I'm going to just real quickly draw the horizontal treads of the stair, and then I can use my triangle to draw the vertical. The line of the ground, it's always best to do that as a very heavy line, and that can even be a freehand line. Look at this. I'm just going to go freehand. Now this part's a patio, so that's going to be a nice dark line, and that's where the building is meeting up with the ground, so a nice heavy line is always good. We're going to show you some trees in elevation too, and then put one on the other side too. You can just do a suggestion of a tree. Doesn't have to be a full-on tree, and you can put some shrubs around. Here's our finished elevation with the title and the scale written, 1/4 inch equals 1 foot. And notice the notes that we have to explain some parts of the building, such as, remember the green building ideas that we talked about. Here's a note for roof-mounted solar panels. And notice that the arrows show which way the doors open, the sliding glass doors. And remember that another green building technique is to be sure and have windows that operate so that you can have cross ventilation. That's one of the easiest ways to save energy. And notice this too, you could put a note that states roof overhangs to protect the windows from the summer sun, to shade from the summer sun. So that could be another note that we would put on here for green building. Now, notice the shading that we have. So we figure that the sun is coming from the south side, and this can be done with just a light guideline that tells us where to stop with our shading, and then you can use your triangle and draw lines at a 45-degree angle with the triangle, or whatever the angle the triangle happens to be, and you can just draw those in nice and neat like that. And look at how that helps to show the building three-dimensionally all around here. The shading underneath the roof overhangs, and where the wall projects out, we're also showing shading next to that.